Hi everybody. My first dog of the day is here, and he is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and his name is Cooper. And we're going to start off his grooming with a bath, conditioner, and blow dry. He likes it here. I use a storage bucket with holes drilled in it to lift the dogs up so I don't have to bend over into the tub because I am an old groomer. And I'm not talking to you. He thinks I'm talking to him. And they're in here, they're fastened to this loop here so they can't jump out. Let's get started. I have loaded him up in his shampoo. And I'm getting it's a lice comb, because he always has goopy eye crusties, and I don't pay attention in the tub. And then when I get him out and I try to cut his hair and I'm going around his face, I realize, ooh, I missed his eyes. So this time I'm going to pay attention. Taking this and pulling it through, because we want to get this off while he's wet, because it's really hard to get it off after his hair dries. See all that stuff? All that gross stuff in there? So we're going to get all this out so this way we can make sure his face is nice and clean. Rub all that in. I just got a new shampoo. It smells pretty good. Deodorizing, I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. What does it say? Odor control. Imagine that. Shampoo is odor control. Rinse all this off, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more. Come here. There we go. Now his face is going to look good. So he's having just a little bit more in there. All right. Okay, all his shampoo is rinsed off, and now he's going to get some conditioner after I take a sip of coffee. Am I the only one that drinks coffee because I like the way it smells? I'm not crazy about the taste. It just smells so good. It's like drink it black. It's definitely not for the taste. It just smells so good in the mornings. I usually just have 1 cup in the morning, just so I can smell it. Make sure I get conditioner on his ears. His ears are usually matted, and they feel pretty good today. So that's good. He's shedding pretty bad. Just coming out by the handfuls. I'm going to stop blow drying him just to clean up my mess. As you can see, all the hair is all over the place. It's all over the walls and the tub. So I'm going to have to clean up my mess. I'm going to put him away for a few minutes, clean up my mess, and then get him back out and finish blow drying him on the table. I'm going to finish blow drying him. He is a very good dog for everything. He is one of the few dogs that just loves to come here. He's like, when he comes in, he's all wiggling and wagging his tail and spinning in circles. Very happy dog. I have my pin brush, and I'm going to wear my mask while I'm blow drying him. Let's get started. He's almost dry, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my fan on to help dry his ears. I don't like blow drying their faces or their ears because they don't like it, and I don't like blowing them in the face with the dryer. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on his body. I've already cleaned all my blades. Cleaned my 10 blade, my 30 blade, my 0 comb attachment. Those are all the blades I'm using. And I'm going to start by shaving the pads of his feet. As you can see, they're full of hair. They grow hair inside there. We're just going to shave it all out. Then I'm going to come back with my scissors and trim up his foot and trim between his toes so they're nice and short. I'm just going to brush his ears out while they're drying. It's going to help to separate all his hair. It's going to make it dry faster if they're brushed rather than if they're just all clumped up, you know, because they're not going to dry that easy. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're brushed out while the fan is blowing on them. Turn around. Dematting tool. Like little razors, and it just cuts through the tangle so I don't have to pull so hard on his hair. Slicker brush. Slicker brushes are great for this breed with long ears. Always got to be careful though when you're brushing. There's a fine line between brushing and getting down to the skin and scraping the skin. So take some practice. Go ahead, just brush these out so they can finish drying while I'm working on his body. All right. So he is just getting all of his hair trimmed up, not short. So I'm going to take a 0 comb attachment and go over all of him. Just going to take off all the scraggly hairs. Not pressing too hard because I don't want it that short. I'm just skimming over the top of his hair. I tend to go shorter on their butts though, just so they stay clean back here because they're always sitting on their butts, mashing in their hair, and it can get all matted and dirty. Using my 10 blade to shave his potty area, shave under his tail, so it stays clean back here. Lift his leg, shave his belly out. Take my glasses off or they're going to fall. Because if you can imagine, when he pees all over his hair. I say that in every video, but it's true in every video. I'm going to shave all this out so it stays clean. I'm going to use my 7 blade to shave inside his back legs. When I refer to all these numbers, what I'm saying is every blade that I use is a different length, and they all have a name, and they're named by numbers. So this is a 7 blade. It leaves it about a 1/4 inch long. Shave all this out. Kind of in the shape of a triangle. You'll never see it. You'll never know unless he rolls over and he's showing you his belly. I'm going to take all this out. I'm just trimming this tail up. I'm going to comb it all down. And just trim along the bottom. This guy comes every, it depends, it changes, but he comes every 4 to 6 weeks. So he comes often, and he stays on a schedule, because if you don't stay on a schedule, you're not going to be able to get in, because like right now I don't have any openings for 2 months. There is a groomer shortage. I don't know if it's just this area, but there's really nobody else around for at least 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take my slightly curved scissors and just trim the base of his tail. That way it stays clean back here. Just trimming up his feathers. Combing it all down. Trimming along the edge. Trimming under his chest, because all that hangs down and it gets tangled up and dirty. So we're going to trim this. And I'm going to take a little bit of his hair out from under his arm, because you know they rub their arms like this and it can get matted under here. He doesn't need all this hair. Just snip all this hair out. That just prevents it from getting matted. Okay, and trim his leg. And when I'm done grooming him, I'm going to go back over with my 7 skip tooth blade and just skim off all the scraggly hairs. Let me close this window, because I think the light is probably not a good thing. Just comb it all down. And neaten it up. Comb it all down and trim around the bottom of his foot. Okay. I got my nail trimmers, my little scissors. I'm getting ready to trim his feet up. Just going over her neck and her head real quick with my zero comb attachment. His is a boy. Just lifting up his ear and getting under his neck here. Shaving the inside of his ears with a 30 blade. Because his hair is so thick in here, a 10 blade probably wouldn't take anything off. I'm not scraping his skin, I'm just lightly skimming over his hair. That way his ears can dry out. If not, they're just going to stay wet from his bath. Got to get that hair off. I'm going to do this side. I got my lace comb again. I'm just going to make sure I got all of the goop out of his face. Yeah, looks good. Still wet. See, that's the thing, is his face does not dry easily. I take my scissors and just trim out the hairs from the corners of his eyes. And that. And trim that. Got my curved scissors. I'm just going to round the corners of his ears off. I already trimmed them straight across the bottom. Take my chunkers and just blend his head into his ears. My comb. I'm going to comb it all down. Just blend this in. Still got the fan going. He's almost dry. These dogs take forever to dry. Just going to shave his face. Just lightly, just skimming off the hairs. Obviously, I'm skimming off the hairs. Alright. Almost done. Just pull his lip tight. I can get in there. And you are ready to go. He is ready to go. I'm just going to take, and he knows it. Are you ready? Okay. Just going to fluff him up. And with my 7 skip tooth blade, I am just going to skim off whatever is sticking out. Double check his butt. Make sure there's no hairs back here. Just comb it all out. And he is getting his teeth brushed today. Looks good to me. Got a little blue toothbrush. And what do you have here? Chicken flavored toothpaste. Does that smell good? Yeah, he likes it. Look at his tail. Okay. Brush his teeth. He's used to it. I'm telling you, dogs let you do anything once they get used to it. I mean, as long as you're not hurting them, they'll let you do anything. More toothpaste. Good job. Just look at his tail. He likes his teeth brushed. A little bit more. Let's get the back. I can't really see what I'm doing, but I can hear like a little bit more toothpaste. Open up his lip, get back here. Hit the front. And since he can't gargle, he's getting a little spray of breath freshener. And a little bit on this side. All done. Good boy. Okay, I'm going to get my conditioning spray. And you stay right there. And a baby wipe. Turn my fan off here. He knows he's done. Look at that tail. Spray him down with some conditioner. Brush it all in. I like this conditioning spray because it's not super strong. You know, it's not perfumey. Dogs don't like all that stuff sprayed on them. And if you overdo the perfume, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go outside and they're going to roll in the dirt to get the smell off. That's what they do. Okay. And now his eyes are nice and clean. Look at that. That looks very good. Look at everybody. Look at my eyes. Okay. Dress him up. Christmas bandana. I make bandanas for all the dogs that are groomed here. You want to smell that? Yeah? That's your Christmas bandana. See, look at his tail. You like that? Yeah. He's got a bow. Got a dog in a stocking. Okay. Check out my dog bandanas on my Etsy shop, Crazy Dog Lady Bandanas. Okay, you're all done. Good job.